Yeah, today's topic is, I have here two batteries, and these batteries are for Canon camera. That's an original battery, and that's a replacement part. And yeah, they are several years old now, but I noticed that this one got stuck in my camera. It was hard to insert, and yeah, I had a hard time to get it out of the camera, but I managed it, as you see here. And yeah, I just wondered why it was so hard to get it out. And then I suspected that, it might have bulged or something, that the casing gets bigger. And I don't know if you can see it here, but here, this side has bulged quite a bit. And if I measure it, let's see, then we have 15.8 millimeters. And when I take the original one, then we have 14.7. So that's about a 1 millimeter more thickness. Not only it's bothering that it is so hard to get it inside the camera, and even harder to get it outside the camera, it's a bad sign, because it's as you see here, battery pack on the lithium-ion technology. And yeah, if the package is bulging like this, I suspect that the battery is at the end of life, and this could be dangerous, because if it disintegrates more and more over time, it can basically explode or catch fire, and that's what I really don't want. So I decided to decommission it. And therefore, that's really important, and that's valid for all lithium-ion batteries. It's really, really important to discharge them, because otherwise, when you put it into the scrap container, then it could catch fire there, and could cause a big disaster. And the battery has these hidden contacts. That's good for safety, because it's not possible to accidentally come in contact with metal or something like this that would cause a short. But now it's hard for me to just discharge it externally. And to do that, discharging, I have to manage to contact these contacts anyhow. And I try it this way here. And let's see if this works. See. I just have to clamp this here, because otherwise it will always jiggle away. I have this clamp here. Now it's still jiggling around here. So I have to fill this gap here somehow. So let's see if these aluminum sheets will do it. So let's see if one sheet is sufficient. Yeah. I think that's tight enough. Okay, so that looks good. So I can try to make the contact. It's a bit tricky, of course, but hopefully this works. Let's see, this needs to come down a bit. Yeah, as you see, we have now 7.9 volts on it. And yeah, now I need a resistor to discharge it. So that's the resistor here. It's a 27 ohm resistor with a rating of about 10 watts. And that will give roughly current of 300 milliamps. I think that's okay for this little battery here. And yeah, I don't want to really touch this again, so I just connect this here directly at the multimeter. Okay, that's one side. And that's the other side. You see that instantly the voltage drops. To protect the wood from the eventual heat, I just put this little aluminum plate under there, but it just gets hand warm. I think that's okay. Okay, now it takes some time to discharge it. So I really cannot accuse the battery of losing its capacity or so. Stated 1000 milliampere hours. Maybe that's still true, because yeah, it definitely holds the voltage for a pretty long time. But let's see. Will end sometime, but it will take some time still. So now it is at 7.36 volts, and yeah, obviously it's a 2S battery configuration, and now we have a single cell battery voltage of 3.7 volts. So that's the nominal voltage. So therefore it will stay there quite a while before it then will quickly drop down, I assume. But let's see. So okay, now we have less than 3 volts per cell, and I don't know if there is a PCB inside it to protect the cells from over discharging. So yeah, maybe it shuts off, but it definitely now drops down quicker than before. So most of the energy should be depleted now. So we are now at 2.8 volt per cell. So that's the usual shut-off voltage to protect the cell from being over discharged. But obviously there is no protection from over discharging. And you definitely see that it's ticking down now quicker, because 50 minutes or so ago it was ticking down in about 1 per second, and now it's almost 2 per second, 3 per second. So let's see how quick this ticking goes. I wonder if we later hear a or something like this. Now at 5.3 volts it shut off, and 5.3 volts means that at 2.65 volts the protection circuit inside that battery here, shuts off. Okay, but I have done what I could have done. I depleted it as most as I can. So that means when the battery is discharged, or the further discharge a lithium-ion battery is, the less elementary lithium is present inside the battery. And this elementary lithium, that's the different component inside there, because that's easily catches fire and is not distinguishable with water, so it's really nasty. So in the discharge state, all the lithium is bound into molecules, and so it should be pretty safe. So that's interesting. Now it turns off and turns on again. Obviously, both cells recover a bit. So the voltage inside the battery rises above the threshold. Then the circuit turns on, the output again, and then depletion starts again, and then it comes below the threshold and shuts it off again. Okay, that's it here. It's discharged now as much as I could discharge it. And the second important part is to cover the contacts with an insulation film, like so. It's just important that it sticks pretty good. And then that no accidental contact can be made here. Because of course some small charge is still inside the battery here. And when it's handled like this, prepared for disposal, then it can be disposed properly. Here in my country there are special collection canisters where they sell these lithium-ion batteries, and that's where I can dispose it. Don't forget to donate. I really miss your generosity, and if you're not already a valued subscriber, you now have the chance to become one. Write a nice comment and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.